So, got a little bit of an update here on the Kubota L3301. It's been in the shop for about a month. Went in just before, well, the only really big snowstorm we had of the year, of course, and this is what we use to move snow, but it went in the week before it, and that was a week before Christmas, and the service guy was on vacation, and so I wouldn't expect it to take that long normally, but and I'll talk about who did the service at the end here, but I'm just going to go over a couple quick things. So when we were helping move snow for someone a little while ago, well, it was last year. They're only about a mile away, so it didn't make sense trailering it. My dad was driving it. He had it in high gear. I'll change it here. So he had it in high, and he had the throttle down. I don't know. He said it was just a tick above the slowest it could go. So he did that, and I guess his foot kind of slipped. He went to readjust. His foot kind of slipped. Hit the throttle or hit the hydrostat pedal. Jumped forward really fast, and what that did is it killed it. So it killed it, and when he turned it back on, flashing here in the hour meter bar right here. It's hard to point. Yeah, hour meter bar. You guys know what I'm talking about. It said code PO336. So the first thing you do, get home, Google it, check it out. That's a crankshaft position sensor. Well, we looked up. There was a sequence we could use to clear it. Had something to do with turning the key, pushing your buttons here. It wouldn't clear. Okay, so, well, I mean, I don't know if it probably wasn't very smart, but it didn't affect how it ran. So, I mean, we just kind of forgot about it. Just kind of ignored it. For some reason, we were, I don't know, worried about the warranty and really didn't want to pay big service, which when you buy a brand new tractor, that stuff shouldn't matter. That's pretty stupid. I know, stupid stuff. Anywho, well, right before the big storm, we started getting this engine warning light, and I'm going to try to have pictures of what these sensors look like. But this engine warning light, it's not the same as a check engine light, because we have looked. It's actually right there. And I'll try to get a picture. I think I have a picture of it. If not, I'll try and throw one up in there. Either at the end or whenever. I don't know. So the engine warning light kept coming on, but it was running fine. We checked the coolant because that's kind of, for some reason, it looked like it was a little low. Checked the coolant, added a smidge. But so we shut it off, turned it back on, and it was off. Well, it would run about an hour, and it would run for about an hour, and by the time we were ready to put it away, that light would pop on. So, I mean, we did that 3 times. Would run a little bit, turn off, shut it off, turn it back on, put it away. We're like, okay, so we're like, well, after this big storm, we're gonna take it in, and we're gonna have to have them check it out because obviously something's wrong, So went in, took it in. They told us the bad news: we weren't gonna get it back in time for the big snow. A lot. And then that's when I picked it up. I picked it up yesterday. Yeah, it's January, 10th, 2023. What is today? Oh, January 12th. So, picked it up yesterday, and apparently, so that crankshaft position sensor was not letting the regen system properly regen, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really understand, and I should have taken a little more time to question the guy, but it was right before closing time yesterday. So basically they did have to change the sensor, and what it did, that engine warning light was actually, all it does is it monitors the regen system. So it was something wrong with it, and well, I guess I didn't even tell you, man, scatterbrained. But the reason why I took it in the first place right before the big storm was when I pushed on the hydrostatic pedal and it was in medium gear, man, it just like, it tried hard and it ended up dying. I went to pick up some sand to move it, and it died. So, and it wasn't heavy. Like, it wasn't a full load of sand. It wasn't like, it was just a simple thing that should have been simple for this tractor to take care of. Anywho, so that PO336, the crankshaft position sensor, messes with the regen system, and also they said that running your machine at an idle, obviously, so if you're running your machine into idle a lot, like this year we did a lot of siding on my parents' house and getting ready to do siding on this house, and so a lot of the time we're spend, instead of using scaffolding, we'll raise each other up and spend a lot of time at idle instead of just starting the tractor all the time. Well, you don't let an engine heat up enough, it won't burn off that exhaust that it's storing. I know it's stupid because shouldn't have to do that in the first place, but it does that. It didn't do that properly, and basically it was just choking itself out. That's all that I can kind of boil it down to. So I took 7 minutes to say the PO336 messes with your regen. The regen chokes the tractor out, so then it acts like it has no power. So there's the summary, but yeah, so, and I'll try to insert those pictures now of the, well, you guys know what a PO336, you know what a warning, or it just flashes on the hour light, but I'll try to get a picture of that engine warning light and put that here. See, that's what it looks like. That's the one that popped up. And that one just has to, I think it only alerts you about the regen system, but don't quote me on that. I've looked like 20 times, but that doesn't mean anything. So I will say though, we took this down to Riggs Outdoor Power Equipment in Lafayette, Indiana, which is about an hour for us. It stinks because there's nowhere close to us. We had a dealer in, just about 10 minutes away. They were there for about 2 years, 3 years maybe. As a dealer, they were there for that long. And we got it. It was great because they're only going to be 10 minutes away. Well, you know how that goes. So we took it down to Riggs. It's an hour away. Hate driving that far, but we took it in. It wasn't on fumes, but it was probably like 1/8 of a tank of fuel. Dropped it off. We took the bucket off and took the back off at the time because there's no sense in hauling all that crap down there. So they did have it a little while, but like I said, it was over the holidays. Their service main was off. Well, we got it back yesterday. And I don't know if this is standard. I've never had a tractor, never taken it in to be serviced by anyone, but got it back. They were really polite inside, and hop on the tractor. They had it out there, had it warmed up for me, and I get on there and there's a full tank of fuel. I'm like, interesting. So I called my dad as soon as I got it loaded up. I called my dad. I said, hey, did you put fuel in this before you dropped it off? Nope, sure didn't. It's like, well, Okie dokie. So guess they filled up, and I don't know, maybe that's a standard thing. Maybe that's a standard service thing. Maybe that's maybe they didn't like the fuel and maybe they drained it. I don't know. But I thought that was pretty cool. So the one time I've been down there for a service need was this time. I don't think I've stopped. They have a place in Valpo too. Same store. I have only dealt with them once and didn't seem as friendly, but yeah, but they had the filters I needed in the oil, so they helped me. But yeah, so, oh, and the good news is it was all covered under the warranty. So these things from the date of purchase, from your date of purchase, if you're buying it new, they have for residential use, it's a 5-year or 1,500 hour powertrain warranty. Just as this is the one included, not the extended warranty that you could buy from Kubota, which I recommend you do. We didn't. It's kind of silly. I don't want to get into what we missed out on, but so 5-year, 1,500 if you're using it for commercial. It's 3 years or 500 hours. So, which, I mean, if you're using it commercial, I mean, we put 500 hours on this in the first. Oh, this will be the 3rd year, and we got 560 hours on it. So, but that's something kind of interesting too. So it was covered under warranty. I don't know. Maybe that's why they filled it up. Because they're charging Kubota for it. So, but that's a little story. If you got any questions about it, leave a question in the comments. I think I kind of went over everything, but I'm sure I scatterbrained some stuff, or stuttered, or just randomly disappeared in the middle of question or what I was trying to say, and I don't know. I'm an idiot. But it's starting to snow. It's getting chilly. Got some stuff I need to pick up. I'm taking the kids. So, till the next one. Peace.